These are my top 3 crypto games to play in 2023. Let's have a look. Alright guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to give you some 6 special mentions of the crypto games I'm looking at in 2023. After that, I'm going to give you my top 3. What games am I going to be playing and what games am I going to be looking out for and keep on top of? After that, I'm going to give you details, an overview and details of each of these 3. Alright my friends, let's get started with the actual video, shall we? Now, before I want to start, I want to talk to you about Nicholas. He's one of our content creators as well as our researchers in Collective Shift. He's actually just published on January 28th, Crypto Gaming Part 1, the state of play and why it actually matters. He gave us a few takeaways I think is worth noting. Number 1, this matters because gaming is shown to be a substantial use case of blockchain and NFTs. No one can deny this, okay? Once you know you own your NFTs, you're much more invested into the game. Crypto gaming refers to the intersection between blockchain-based games and crypto. Most games currently live on BNB and Ethereum, with only a small amount on IMX, Solana, BNB chain, as well as Polygon. As well as the Game 3 awards recently came out. We had the Game 3 as well as the Polkastarter awards, and we saw some of those games. His favorite is currently Illuvium. So I'm just telling you this because the Collective Shift platform has some of the best information for you in regards to both games and crypto. So come to the Collective Shift platform. Now, without further ado, let's go to my special mentions. Which ones are they? The first one is Shrapnel. Now, Shrapnel is a AAA customizable FPS game. It's a first-person game, or as some people like to say, it's like a shooter game, first-person shooter game. The team from Shrapnel are actually really good. They're a BAFTA and an Emmy award-winning team. What blockchain is it on? It's on Avalanche. Amazing. Next up, we have Eve.io. Now, Eve.io, I've played this myself. It's super fun to play. It takes no time at all to actually just load it on your browser and start playing. It's like 5 seconds, give or take. It's a competitive, blockchain-based FPS game as well. People love their FPSs nowadays. It's NFT holders earn Solana for every kill that they have. So some people are playing to earn this game at the moment. Of course, what blockchain? It's on Solana. Solana is having some issues with its chain at the moment, but still, games are building on there. The next up is Sandbox. Now, Sandbox is not just a game in itself, it's a whole virtual metaverse, right? Sandbox is a virtual gaming world where players can build, own, and monetize their gaming experiences. Now, the Sandbox has been around for 2 or 3 years, and it's been going strong. It's not going anywhere, and it continues to keep attracting people to build on top of the actual platform itself, and for you to come and experience someone else's game. Think of it like Roblox, and it's kind of like Minecraft as well. So what blockchain is it on? It's actually on Ethereum and its second layer ecosystem solution. So I'm looking out for Sandbox. It's a bit of an old comer now. Something new might come and upseat it from being the king. The next one is Superior. It's you hunt superheroes, steal their powers, and save the world. It's kind of like a co-op roguelite third-person shooter. Gala Games actually has a hand in creating Superior. What blockchain is it on? There's different versions. The blockchain version of the game is actually on Ethereum and its layer 2 ecosystems. Now, the last special mention I have is Blanco's Block Party. Now, Blanco's is actually like a social party game. It's got racing, vibe collections, shooting, brawl game modes, all of this extra sort of stuff. It's actually on an EOS private blockchain called Mythical Platform. I hadn't heard of this until I did this video, so very interesting. Now, let's go to my top 3 games of 2023, and this is why you guys are all here, am I right? My top 3, I'm going to give you the first one is Illuvium. Now, I'm going to give you an overview of Illuvium. Illuvium is one of the biggest, probably if not the biggest, is the biggest Web3 game in crypto at the moment. So players are immersed in a 3D open world game to explore and capture Pokemon-like animals. Now, they're called Illuviums. They're Illuvials. They're not called Pokemon, right? But think of it like that. You have little pets. You can go and capture them. You can go and train them. You battle with them. Think that sort of way. These Illuvials are represented with NFTs on Ethereum as well as other ecosystem blockchains with real-world value. But I want you to remember, when they say real-world value, that actually is only value that someone is willing to pay for them, okay? If someone isn't willing to pay anything for it, it doesn't have much value. Right? Players use the Illuvials they have gathered to battle each other to win Ethereum, which is a really good selling point of this game. They're building on layer 1, but also moving across to layer 2 as well. So let's look at the highlights of Illuvium. Right now, the Arena version is coming out. Illuvium 0 Private Alpha is out. Overworld is also here. So they are hitting their strides right now in Illuvium. So Illuvium 0 is like kind of the industrial building game. I don't know what I think about all those mobile games where you have to build a city, you have to put some buildings on and you have to build them up and it creates something and you need something else to create something. That kind of empire civilization building game. That's the Illuvium Zero. Now they have the Overworld as well. Now the Overworld is actually like a third-person exploration game. Think you're exploring through a mountain, a crevasse, you're exploring through the forest, and then you go and find these alluvials. That's what it is. Now once you find these alluvials, you then go into the arena, which is where it has an auto-battler, auto-brawler feel. This is where the teamfight tactics inspiration comes from, where you have to have both ends of the board and you battle your illuvials against other illuvials, and sometimes you get to capture them. That's the highlights for Illuvium, my friends. Now, why is it in my top 3? It actually appeals to multiple gamer types. It has multiple different platforms that you might be able to go on. It's absolutely gorgeous, guys. I'm not gonna lie, the amount of detail they put into the alluvials are crazy, as well as the environment. They have a very long runway. They just had a land sale. They raised $72 million. They are like hitting their strides. As I said, they have a long runway to go, and it's gorgeous so far. It's just going to get better and better and better over time. Now, the next selling point on why it's my top 3, it's in the Ethereum ecosystem. Ethereum is where you want to be if you want to raise capital as well as build a great game and have great connections. As well as this, they have had multiple nominations: best game of the year, most anticipated, all of this sort of stuff. Like, people are starting to pay attention. And lastly, it's got games that you can actually play. This is incredible. It's got a game you can actually play in crypto. Isn't that crazy? Am I right? Now, before we go into the next one more thing I wanted to tell you. They are super on board on what's happening in crypto. Look at this on-chain DAO vote, where the proposal aims to reduce the council's pay by 25%, from $5,000 a month to 3.7K per council member. Now, the council members are the people that help steer the Illuvium committee, steer like where Illuvium itself is going as a game, and they were getting paid. This was a job, right? And now they're saying the bear market is here. We got to reduce the payment type so we can extend our runway. They went from 5K to 3.7K, which is pretty awesome, I think it is. Next up, we have Star Atlas. As my top 3, this is number 2, Star Atlas overview. This is just from DApp Radar. Let's see what they said. Star Atlas is a futuristic play-to-earn MMORPG built on the Solana blockchain. It's based in the year 2620, and its developers, Automata, or ATMTA, created it using Unreal Engine 5, which is one of the newest gaming engines out there. And guys, trust me, it looks gorgeous. Okay, the first of several PC modules is called the Showroom. We're currently up to Showroom 2.0 at the moment, with 2.1 coming soon. Preceding this is a browser-based, MOBA-friendly kind of game called Sage, which is Star Atlas Golden Era. It's a fantasy game based in the metaverse-style world. Think more along the lines of EVE Online, where they had the sprawling economy, player economy, as well as Star Citizen with the graphics and how beautiful and gorgeous and lots of different activities and jobs you can have. That's Star Atlas overview. What's actually upcoming for Star Atlas right now? We have the Sage DevNet coming in Q1. Remember, Sage is the MOBA-friendly one. It's where you can take your ships, travel from A to B, do a mission from A to B. It's not the first-person view. The first-person, or like the third-person view, is the Showroom, which is coming very, very soon. It's actually 2.1, where they have some new lighting coming into the Showroom. On top of this, they have some minor updates coming as well with the comic book, as well as the Star Atlas DAO. There are multiple different things coming for Star Atlas. Why is it in my top 3? Once again, it panders to multiple play types. It's got a long-term vision, even though they have a short runway at the moment. Whenever they talk in their town halls, they think 5-7 years ahead. That's how much they're thinking ahead on this, because once the player economy starts going, the player economy should sustain itself. Supply and demand by players for players. It's sci-fi, and it's also gorgeous. It is amazingly gorgeous, guys. As well, it's leaning on EVE Online and Star Citizen, how it has proven economies. It's using, they have in-house They have an in-house economic team that look to build the game from the ground up with a ground-up economic approach, right? Now, the next one I want to talk about is Big Time. I'm going to give you a Big Time overview. Here we go. It's a free-to-play, multiplayer, action, role-playing game, third-person battle brawler. My God, that's a lot of words, isn't it? You battle against Paradox Corporate. This is in the period where time is accelerating the end of the universe as the walls of time and space collapse. This sounds intense, doesn't it? That's the heavy lore they have there. There will be, now this is something that I did pick up from the documents, there will be a Big Time token which can only be earned by playing the game and defeating enemies. The token will never be assigned to any employees, sold to any investors, nothing like that. No pre-sale tokens, which is what we want. The token will be available on the global launch as an in-game resource. Now that is awesome. You don't want someone else having the token before you so they can sell on top of you, right? You don't want that. That's not what we want. The game is currently only available for early access pass holders, and it's on Ethereum. So it's still part of that Ethereum ecosystem. As you can see, if you're not building on Ethereum, something's happening. If you're on Avalanche, Shrapnel might not make it. Ethereum seems to be the go-to place. Solana is like the half go-to place, if you know what I mean. Let's see what the upcoming releases are. So they have a time machine coming up. They have space upgrade features as well as story missions, which is Epoch City. The ability to unlock story missions and travel to different time collisions. Now there's 60,000 space NFTs on December 21st, right? And it's only January now, so I assume it's the same amount. Space is the virtual land NFT that's in the big time ecosystem and is designed to unlock extra gameplay features and utility within the game. So they have the land NFT utility coming up very, very soon. Now let's look at the rest of the timeline they have. They have Ruby pass holders, space holders, invite only beta, and open beta. It's currently unknown what time you're watching this, which part of this they're actually up to, but I think they're up to the Ruby pass holders at the moment. I think, to be honest, I'm not too sure. I've got to research this myself. Now, why is it in my top 3? They really give off that Fortnite feel. It's a MOBA feel. Like, I don't know if you've played Fortnite before, but if you have it on your phone, it's super easy to play. That's the kind of easy, intuitive graphics, and it looks gorgeous, right? They've raised 21 million so far, so they do have a runway to go. They have a great community. I've been in their Discord. I've seen some people playing it. It's awesome. And they've also been nominated for most anticipated game that's coming out. Now, the team is something that's crazy. The team I want to talk about. Before the team, very quickly, they are on the Ethereum ecosystem as well as the Immutable X ecosystem. They have the best kind of connectivity and cohesion to Ethereum. Back to the team themselves, I want to highlight this for you. The founding team includes Matt Tonks. He's from Fortnite, and that's where I get that Fortnite feel from. He's from Gears of War. Great gameplay all the time as Chief Technology Officer. Arlo is from World of Warcraft and God of War. Brian is from Overwatch 2 and Defiance. TJ is from Call of Duty Medal of Honor. Look at all these crazy games these guys are from. They know how to build a game. All of these are AAA rated games. And this is the team that's building big time right now. Don't you think that's something worth considering? Absolutely. Now, let's keep going. All right, my friends, those are my top 3 crypto games in 2023. I hope you liked my list. Let's go over what my list was. Illuvium, Star Atlas, and Big Time. I love these 3 in 2023. I hope to play all of them in 2023, but unfortunately, we don't have that much time, do we? What I want you to do, I've got some actions for you guys. I want you to go ahead and download Illuvium, download Star Atlas, and start playing these games. Because as soon as you start playing them, the more time you'll have to learn them and get an advantage over everyone else who's going to come in when these games get very popular. Now, I want to know, what games do you guys actually like? Did you like any of these 6 mentions I had, EVE.io or Shrapnel? Or do you even like Star Atlas, Illuvium, or Big Time? Tell me. I want to know in the comment section down below. Now, before you go, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, as well as join the Collective Shift platform so we can keep you updated on everything that's happening in crypto. We are the #1 educational platform in crypto. I will see you in there.